Hey guys, Captain Fructose here, and welcome to another storytime video. It's been a while since I have done a storytime video, unfortunately, so I'm doing another one, so here's another storytime video. And I don't think I've told this story before, hopefully not, but I'm gonna tell you about the time that I went to high school without any eyebrows. So, as a child growing up, or as a kid in high school growing up, I was one of those kids that liked to do experiments to try different things, and I didn't really think about what I was doing when I was doing those experiments. Well, that's exactly what happened with this one. So, it was the last week of summer, and I was bored, and I was like, I don't want to go back to school, but I don't want to waste the last week of my summer sitting in the front room watching TV. And so I was like, I need to get outside. I need to do something. I need to accomplish something before school starts again and it gets cold and it gets boring. And so we had actually, my parents had just finished building their house at the time. And so we had some leftover bricks. And I was like, what can I do with bricks? I could build my own little grill and cook something on it. And for some reason, I thought that was the coolest idea ever, which, thinking about it now, actually, it's kind of a dumb idea, but I did it anyway. And so I collected all of the leftover bricks that were on the floor and stuff like that, and I was like, I'm going to build it, it's gonna be awesome. And of course, I was not completely dumb. I was like, I don't want to cook food on the bricks, and I don't think they're going to be very good for that anyway. So I went and I got some tinfoil, and I stretched some tinfoil over the top, and I was like, okay, this will work. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have it be a wood-fired grill. So I went and I got some wood, probably a little bit too big, because they're like that big around pieces of wood, like that big. And I was like, that'll be fine. I can light these. It'll be fine. And so I got the box of matches, and I struck one of the matches, and I stuck it under there, and I was like, and of course, it's a big log. It's not going to light. And I was like, this is not working. I need something powerful, something that I can use to light this, that will light it on fire and make it burn really well. And my first thought was, gasoline. But I was outlawed from using gasoline after the last time I used it and almost burned the garage down. I was not allowed to touch the gasoline. But there was other things in the garage that I could play with. And so I went and I looked at all of the aerosol cans, and I found one that was called starter fluid. And I was like, starter fluid. That sounds like a good idea to start a fire. Like, it's starter fluid. Start fire. It'll start my stove. It'll start the wood on fire, right? So I was like, oh, perfect. So I grabbed the can, and I was like, I don't know how much of this stuff I'm supposed to use to light it. So I got right up there, and I just sprayed, and it was a pretty full can. Like, there was almost 100% full. So I sprayed it in there, and I kept spraying until it ran out. And I was like, okay, well, that's almost the whole can, so hopefully that will burn long enough to light the wood on fire. And I didn't stop to think about it, obviously, seeing as, my eyebrows I burned off. There was this haze that was floating in there, this white mist just floating in there, and I was like, cool, this ought to light pretty easily. And of course, I couldn't just like light it and go like, I had to be like, ah, ha, 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 ha. So I struck the match, and I got really close and stuck it in there, and as soon as I got close to that mist, the whole thing just went whoosh, big old fireball, blew the tinfoil off the top, and of course, it burned my eyebrows off and burned my hair off to about right there. And so I looked like I was going bald. I had no eyebrows, and I like screamed and like rolled down the hill, and my parents were like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know, it blew up and I don't know what happened and I'm gonna die. And so they got looking, and it was still burning, like there was still a fire in there. So my dad put the fire out, and they're like, can you see? And I was like, yeah, I can still see, I'm not blind. And my parents are like, okay, well, you're fine then. I was like, what? There's probably like 3rd-degree burns. I'm going to need a face transplant. And they're like, there's no burns on your face. You just singed the hair off. I was like, no, I'm gonna have a face transplant. I gotta have a face transplant. Find somebody beautiful and give me a face transplant. They're like, that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I was like, I can't go to school like this. They're like, well, that's too bad. You shouldn't have stuck a match in there with all that starter fluid. You should have thought about that a little more. And I was like, no, I can't do this. Everyone will make fun of me. And so I was like, I'm not going to school. And my parents were like, yes, you are. And I was like, watch me. And so on the first day of school, I walked in and I got a lot of very strange looks. They're like, and people like, what happened to you? And I was like, I lit myself on fire. And they're like, oh. And I was like, no. Not like that. Like, I was trying to light something else on fire and it exploded. And then, of course, they're like, And I was like, I hate my life. This is terrible. I need a face transplant. And so, eventually, obviously, I grew back because I, have high eyebrows again and I've got hair again. And so, it grew back. It was just a rough couple of weeks until it did finally finish growing back. So, that is the story of the time I went to high school without any eyebrows or, the whole front of my hair. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you enjoy these story time videos, make sure you comment below. Let me know you like them. If you want another one, comment below. Let me know you want another one because I have plenty of stories like this. And so, that's it for this one. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful adventure. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.